I too am brain dead. I read Dr. Seuss books, so I can't answer that because my college degree don't let my brain go that far. Because I read
So
Dr. Seuss
you,
books.
okay, let me say it again, because
Okay, come
maybe
on.
somebody did not hear me.
Okay.
She claims she got a blood sister
A sister.
that live in Georgia
That's what she said.
that is willing to take a charge or lose her life behind some TikTok beef that she done created. But she can't go to her sister's house and live on the inside of the house on a clean bed with clean sheets. She got to stay in Virginia at somebody's house that she only know on social media and stay in the garage on a nasty old mattress.
Again, I read Dr. Seuss books. I'm brain dead or brainless or whatever, thus making me not be able to answer that question.
The math just ain't mathing for me.
2 + 2 is always going to be 6. I don't know. I don't know.
It's not quite coming together.
And here's the other thing, right? Here's the other thing. Okay. So now it's okay. So clearly in that video where she went to threatening folks and all this other stuff and crying and baby, we couldn't follow the path because it was convoluted and it intersected with this person.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. It went every which way and it didn't lead nowhere. I mean, everybody was doing everything but not the right damn thing. Okay? However, because now we got this man, okay, who is reading folks, right? Mr. Beard and Blue Eyes, he reading folks. You allow your person to be on that and do that, and then the only thing you had after she did all of that was to say, well, you know, folks will call the police. Okay, cool. All right, but you know I'm done.
They're gonna have to call the police, or they're gonna have to call the ambulance. Which one?
So can we talk about the exploitation of somebody who was having a mental health crisis? But we don't want to talk about that, right?
Oh, so what a counselor was at?
Once again, Petty Row. I read Dr. Seuss books and I'm brainless. So I can't answer those questions. The last thing that I want to say and ask the question on is, how do you, if you're saying that you were talking about indigenous folks, and we all know how that played out and all that stuff, because you was really answering the question in the comments, but whatever. Okay, I digress. How do you, with your big self, Rabby, then come into a black space and keep calling a black woman sir in defense of that? But ain't nobody gonna talk about that.
Of course not.
Why not?
Because that'll be too much like right.
You know what? Now I understand that with my Dr. Seuss education. I understand that because I don't get it. Because I just don't.
That'll be too much like right. They can't. If they do that, then they can't spin the narrative. If they have to sit up and admit that one of their people is racist, then they can't come after me and say I'm racist.
Damn it. Okay. But then I'm wondering, right? Because, you know, like the whole thing about the arrows and the bombs and all that stuff that everybody was so offended by.
Oh, yeah. What is they talking about the arrows?
What they're talking about when you said, like, before they do the throw thing and this and that, right?
Bitch, I wasn't talking about indigenous people. I was talking about Zeno. He was talking about throwing bombs.
And so, what are
they talking about?
You keep asking me questions, and I keep trying to explain to you my Dr. Seuss
When I
education.
said he
Yeah.
said, la, 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 you
Mm-hmm.
throw and then it
Mm-hmm.
blow up. I said that. What does that have to do with indigenous people?
I guess there was something about an arrow too. I don't know.
I ain't said shit about no arrow.
I don't know. But my thing is, so once again, with my Dr. Seuss education, let me take this a little bit further and help me land this plane, as they say, right? If you're repeating something that someone said, and somebody asks you a question, and they say, oh, it's this or it's that, and you explain it. Why? You got to hop a lot of steps to get to what you said than the person who originally said the shit.
Including Rabby.
Okay.
Including Rabby.
Okay. Because you know I'm slow, right? As they call us the brainless or the brain dead, whatever they call us pushers. So I'm just trying to make this make sense. Because I just need help. Help me.
No, we not the ones that need the help.
Okay.
We not the ones, because at this point, yeah, they love trying to call us uneducated, and apparently I done lived in the South so long I done turned into a white supremacist.
Well, right.
Like, y'all love trying to use that I live in the South as a dig. Baby, I can go outside and turn around in my yard and not touch nobody, not bother nobody else's land. I can go outside and run naked if I want to. Y'all the one living in halfway houses and shit. Don't be mad at me that the decisions that you have made got you in the situation that you in. You mad because I grew up in the country well fed. While your had to worry about you just walking to the corner store. My mama didn't have to do all of that, but y'all mad at me.
Well.
Y'all mad at me because I got a nice old southern drawl and people like the way that I talk.
And
don't be mad at me.
And
be mad at the Lord. He the one made me and gave me to the parents that decided to keep me, and we live in the South.
And can I ask another question? Because you know I'm kind of slow and I just need clarification. When at all or ever have you ever laughed about a DV situation?
I haven't, because I never even brought up Tavia's DV situation.
Okay.
I never ever brought it up. I never said nothing about it. Nobody never would have knew why that lady was living in them people's garage, because I never told it. I never told why she was living in them people's garage.
So is it a case again?
How am I making fun of it? But what I can say, if I wanted to make fun of it, I could, because that lady again is out here threatening everybody. But you can't fight who fighting you. You want to pull up on everybody. You got so much smoke for everybody. You can get everybody touched but the person that touched you. Sit down. Sit this one out, sis. That's what I could have said, but I didn't. But I could have said it. Sit this one out, sis. You got all this fight. You want to go to people's house. You want to show up. You want to send your sister. You want to do this, that, and the third. Everybody can get touched. Touch that man that touched the top of your head. Where is your outrage for that man? Where your sister at with that man? Where your hitters at? You said you sent hitters to Blaze's house? That was you with the bricks? Them was your people? Where was your people at then? Now say something about me talking about the DV situation, because I'll be everything that y'all want me to be. I didn't say a thing about that lady DV situation. Not one iota. Me saying that you're jobless and homeless and that your children didn't want you back at the apartment, that ain't have nothing to.
Y'all can still hear me? Oh, okay. Did you get a phone call?
TikTok say they tired of my shit. They kicked me out again.
Oh, okay. Okay. So my last question is this another case of like deflection?
It is. Something going on. Something finna come out about one of them.
Okay.
Something finna come out about one of them. And this is the deflection. Because how do you get mad at me for repeating what Zeno said if it's supposed to be racist? But he said it. Nobody ain't saying nothing about what he said for me to even repeat. He is out here sharing pictures of naked women that they sent to him in confidence. But ain't nobody said nothing about that, but they supposed to be for the people. Rabby is out here gaslighting black women, calling black women men on purpose in y'all face, and y'all ain't said nothing. That's racist. He a whole white man antagonizing a black woman, and y'all ain't said nothing. But tnathan told y'all the truth. He back who he like. That's not an activist. Activists don't back who they like.
I could have swore that you stood up for tnathan.
I did. When Tavia went in on him and told him that he wasn't shit when he got out of jail because he ain't do shit for nobody while he was in jail. When she read him for filth in front of everybody and said he ain't shit. You don't care about nobody but yourself because peoples was out here being homeless. And what did you do for the people? And I said she was wrong for that because your dumb ass was in jail.
Okay.
How can you do for the people? You just got out of jail. You trying to get back on your own 2 feet.
Well.
But that's who you want to defend? That lady told all of us you ain't shit. She told all us that you ain't shit.
Wow.
Because you ain't helped no motherfucking body. That's what she told us. With her whole chest, her bosom. She told all of us that you ain't shit. And I was defending you because number one, I don't know you like that. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And you was in jail. You can't help nobody from jail. And then you get out of jail. You barely get your dog back. And they want you to build them a house from the ground up. So they can have somewhere to stay. That ain't right and that's not fair. And that's what I said on your behalf, even though I was not expecting nothing from you, because I don't know you like that. But the ones you want to ride for told all us, bitch, you ain't shit. You supposed to be an activist, bitch, you performative.
Well.
You ain't did shit for the people. We been out here holding you down. You ain't did shit for nobody. That's what she told us.
I heard it. But you know.
That's what she told us. They was holding you down and you ain't did shit for nobody. That's what she told us.
Yeah. You know, I just be asking questions since I'm slow, so, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, we all got that Dr. Seuss education, baby.
I don't know. You know, and a lot of them, and listen, a lot of those people on that side, I rocked with. I did. A lot of them, you know, talked to them and keyed and inbox and all that good stuff. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I deal in common sense. And common sense is telling me that y'all all a bunch of fool shit people. But it's okay because, you know, my Dr. Seuss I gotta call my mama and be like, hey, yo, you know when you was struggling to get me through school? They owe you a refund because
they ain't teach you nothing but Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss at his finest. You know? Well, I don't think I can say is that I don't like them in a car, on a house, in a boat with a moat.
Shut up. Shut up.
As far as
Not a
I'm
bite too
concerned,
much.
Rabby could suck a dead donkey.
Listen, at this point, baby, they struggling. I can't help them. So one of y'all help them. One of y'all do something for them.
One
I
fish,
can't.
blue fish, green fish, two fish. I got bars today if they want to do it.
They don't got no fish. They don't know how to fish.
It is what it is. All right, well, let me get my Dr. Seuss ass on back to this little, romper room job and go ahead and do some stuff, But I will end this on, I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
You're so stupid. I just want you to know that.
And I'm out.
I just want you to know that. But leave it to the people, child, to make a scene with the ones that talk shit about them. Leave it. Leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. I just, like, should I feel some kind of way? Because they out here trying to get a whole community of people against me. A whole community. Like, should I feel flat? No, I'm talking about, should I feel flattered? You're trying to get a whole community. And an activist that say they is for the people sit up and let a white man talk shit about a black woman and call a black woman misgender her on person. Now, if I had and see, that's the thing. I don't get no protection for that because I am a woman. But if I had been trans, tnathan probably would have had something to say about it. But because I'm a black woman that's been eating his people up for a couple of months now, then they pick and choose what type of racism is okay and what's not. They get to pick and choose. Like, how that work? What is the criteria? Like, it's only racism if they like you? Is that what it is? It's only racism if they like you. If they don't like you, if you don't agree with them, if you don't do what they want you to do, then it ain't racism. It ain't the same thing. But what I can't understand is, but they loved me when I was talking shit on their behalf. When I didn't like the people that they didn't like, it was all kicks and giggles then, right? Always in my inbox. I was cool then. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I just leave that part alone. Like, how I didn't know activism was selective. I didn't know activism was selective. I thought right was right and wrong was wrong. So me making a sound that you consider offensive to a community when I was explaining the difference to somebody that brought it up is worse than the man that made jokes about it in front of hundreds of black people on a regular basis. It's worse than a man that took the private pictures of over 30 women and shared them without their knowledge or permission. It's worse than a white man trying to gaslight a black woman by misgendering her on purpose. But right, Tnathan can't say too much because wasn't he out here sharing Alicia pictures? That's what I'm saying, Key. I must got some power. Because I thought black people couldn't be racist. I thought in order to be racist and stuff like that, like you had to have the power to keep somebody, to keep another race or demographic or group of people from something. You had to be able to have power over them. I don't have no power over the indigenous people. I don't have no power over the indigenous people. I can't keep them from nothing. So how am I going to be racist against that? No, they said I am a white supremacist. They said that. I'm a white supremacist. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do that work? How do that work? How do some people get protection? You're supposed to be an activist. You're supposed to be a champion of the people. It's supposed to be champion of the people, period. Not champion of the people I like. It's supposed to be champion of the people, not champion of the people I like. But Tnathan told y'all exactly what kind of activist he is. He told y'all people he like. He said it on that video that Tasha played and Watch Me Work Live. He said it on the video. People he like. That's who he speak up for. That's who he protect. Y'all gotta listen to these people. They telling you exactly who they are while they trying to tell you that I'm showing who I am. He just told y'all who he is. He's not a champion of the people. He's not no real activist. He activate for people he like. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. He telling you. But what do I know? What do I know? You can't speak out against Zeno because your ass was doing the same thing. What, is you scared somebody gonna bring that back up? They say you was doing the same thing. See, I don't know you back then. I don't know whether you did or not. But that's what the people say. Since you going off hearsay, because you wasn't nowhere near the conversation that I had. You wasn't nowhere near it. But you can speak on it. So let me speak on something that I wasn't there for. Since it's fair game, right? I don't gotta be in on the conversation. I don't gotta be there for me to speak on something, right? Okay, cool, bet. The people say you out there sharing women's pictures that they sent you in private. Is that why you can't speak on Zeno? Are you scared that if you speak on Zeno, the people gonna bring back up your shit? Sit this one out, bro. Sit this one out. Keep Pedro's name out your mouth. Sit this one out, bro. Right. They say he was out here taking the homeless people social security cards and their numbers and stuff. Say they had to do a sweep of your house. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just what the people said. Since you going by what the people told you I said and I meant about something. You hopping on the bandwagon, bitch, I'ma hop on one too. I'm gonna hop on me a bandwagon. Don't come for me if I didn't send for you. Like I said, I sat up here and took up for you when your own inner circle told everybody you ain't shit. You don't do shit for nobody. You ain't help nobody do shit. You performative. You ain't did shit for nobody. People out here holding you down and you ain't did shit for nobody. That's what your inner circle told us. You was there. You heard them. You was sitting right there. Looking dumb as a box of rocks. Why that crackhead read you? Let a crackhead read you. In front of company. You let a crackhead read you in front of company, but you got the nerve to come for me. Scandal and a shame. Scandal and a shame. Got to be more careful. I wish he would have stayed out of it too, because I ain't said nothing about tnathan. I ain't never had no problems with him. But you want to jump into something that ain't got shit to do with you. Is you indigenous? I thought this was supposed to be an indigenous issue. So she can tell us to stay out of indigenous business. Why she ain't tell you that? Because I thought it was an indigenous issue. So why she not telling you to stay out of indigenous business? Oh, that's right, because it benefit her. She performative as fuck too. She like black people in indigenous business if they saying what she want them to say. Then it's okay for black people to be in indigenous business. So that's how that worked. Oh, so black people can be in indigenous business as long as they your slave. They got to do what you want them to do. Huh? Is that what you putting down? Cause that's what I'm picking up. We can hang around. As long as we doing and saying what you want us to do and say. Baby, I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. If you can't accept me for who I am, and for me being a free thinker, ain't nothing for you to say to me. You don't got to talk to me, baby. It's cool. You ain't got to say a motherfucking thing to me. But it's mighty funny that was my mama. So yeah, she gonna tell you to stay out of indigenous people business unless you saying what she wants you to say. And baby, I guess she got Tnathan by the balls. But I bet you they all got him by the balls because they probably all had access to his account when he was in jail. I wonder what was all in the DMs. Okay, that was my mama again. But